morning, everyone. Today we're addressing a topic very interesting for entrepreneurs, consultants and startuppers: business plan in the age of AI, artificial intelligence. Some think that the classic business plan with tables, graph is now outdated and that AI can do everything on its own. Others don't trust and fear that technology can create more chaos than good. As always, to me the truth lies in the middle. In this video, I want to explain why the traditional business plan is not dead, but rather has evolved, and how we can leverage AI to make it more precise and strategic. Here is what we will look at today. First, why the traditional business plan is not dead. Second, how AI is changing the way we work. Again, practical AI tools for your business. Real limits and concrete risk of AI, and last, the ideal balance between AI and human expertise. All of this after our intro. So let's start with a basic concept. The business plan remains a fundamental tool for every company, large or small. If you are seeking funding from banks or investors, or have a need to subsidize finance, you need to submit a solid document outlining your business idea, initial cost, expected revenues, and overall strategy. Without a credible business plan, most professional investors don't even listen to you. And even business angels who are little more flexible are not satisfied with only a pitch. Many entrepreneurs, however, see it as a simple bureaucratic obligation, but in reality it is a path of internal clarification. When writing your business plan, you need to answer questions like what is really my competitive advantage? How will I reach my customer? And again, what cost will have to face and when I will be profitable? Those questions are vital to understand if your idea has the legs to work. That's why, in my daily work, I continue to believe that the business plan is a strategic document and not just a mandatory step. But it is true, however, that drafting a business plan involves hours of research, analysis, and writing, and can become a long and tiring process. And that's where AI comes in. AI allows us to speed up many steps, saving us time and doing repetitive work for us. Second topic. Today, thanks to new technologies and AI models such as ChatGPT, Bard, Claude, Gemini, we can obtain draft of market analysis, competitor list, and even basic sales forecast in minutes. Let's take the example of a restaurant. We can want to open a place with 80 seats, open 300 days a year, average price of $40 per person. Before there's AI tools, we would have had to collect historical data, do calculation in Excel, and maybe consult paid reports. Now, however, we can ask an AI model to generate an initial projection of revenues and operating cost, and in a few seconds we will have numbers to think about. But be careful, I have said numbers to think about. For what is my experience using ChatGPT Pro version, expect at least 3 to 4 big mistakes. However, we will talk about this later. AI is much better in market analysis and SWOT analysis. Instead of sifting through endless articles or database, we can give a prompt like do me a SWOT analysis for a middle-range restaurant in a urban area with strong competition and tourist clientele. In a few moments, the AI will give us back a pattern of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The biggest benefits is the time savings. If it is used to take days or weeks to create a decent business plan structure, now we can write down a draft in a matter of hours. It means being faster in validation ideas, changing strategy, and testing new hypotheses. Practical AI tools for your business. In addition to ChatGPT, there are several AI-powered tools that can help us refine or improve our business plan. Here are some of them. Firstly, Planful, a software designed for creation of financial projection and cash flow analysis. With built-in AI engines, they can allow you to quickly update data as, say, assumption or cost change. Then we have SEMrush or Crayon, used for monitoring competitors and understanding how they position themselves online. If you are opening an e-commerce or restaurant with a strong web presence, you can receive information about keywords, marketing strategies, as well as competitor strength. Then we have Claude, Bard, and Gemini, alternatives or complement to ChatGPT with a focus on specific aspects. Some of these models handle certain types of text analysis better, provide more up-to-date responses, and then Napkin, an application that uses AI to organize diagrams, graphs, as well as ideas and short notes, making it easier to connect concepts and create mind maps. And again, LM Notebook, a tool based on advanced language models that helps you quickly export documents and data, synthesizing information in an orderly manner. It is ideal for those who have a lot of scattered material, like estimates, market research, many notes, and want to bring it together. And now, real limits and concrete risk of AI. The downsides exist. Artificial intelligence is not perfect, and we must be aware of this. The most obvious risk is called hallucination, phenomenon whereby an AI provides plausible but incorrect data. It can happen that AI creates numbers, statistics, or arguments in a convincing way, but without a real foundation. This happens because AI models draw on massive datasets, often retrieved from the web, and may find inaccurate or contradictory sources. So, without a critical review by a professional, there is a risk of inserting data into our business plan, and we know how harsh investors can be when notice errors or inconsistencies in the numbers. Another limitation is time. AI models are cut to a certain date. For example, ChatGPT may not have post-2021 or post-2022, depending on the version, information. So, recent data or trends are not taken into account. It's therefore always necessary to check that the data cited are up to date, especially in a rapidly evolving world such as the economic one. What is the ideal balance between AI and human competence? In other words, how we can solve those limitations? The best solution, of course, is to combine the speed and the power of AI with the experience and judgment of human professionals. I do this regularly in my work. I let the AI produce a first draft, perhaps market analysis or financial projection, and then I verify each of the key data. If I find any discrepancies, I look into them. If there are holes, I fill them with more precise searches. In this way, I can prepare a business plan much faster while maintaining a high standard of quality. It is also a matter of trust. An investor or a bank wants to know that behind tables and graphs, there is a person or a team that can answer complex questions. AI will not yet be able to manage a negotiation or a direct confrontation with a potential financier. At this point, the answer to the question, is the business plan dead in the age of AI, is definitely no. The business plan is more alive than ever. It has simply turned into a learner and more flexible tool, thanks to AI. Artificial intelligence doesn't replace the entrepreneur, but supports him in an exceptional way, reducing time and cost. So, if you are starting your own business or want to relaunch an existing one, don't be afraid to experiment with AI tools. Do some tests, see how far it can go, and above all, remember that your critical eye and that of a good consultant remain essential to present a truthful and convincing business plan. That's all for today. If you liked the video and think it could be useful to other entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to stay up to date on the latest news. Thank you again for following me this far and see you in the next video.